G'day, welcome back to Mother's Ruin on a cold, grey, overcast, windy winter's day. That's what the Weather Bureau had said it would do, so I've planned a day of chainsawing in the cold and the grey so the snakes are a bit less active. But got up this morning and blue sky, warm sun, cool breeze, so it could be an interesting day. I'm hoping to not see any snakes. I could do without that sort of love in my life. But what are we here for? Well, as you just saw, I've got the exhaust pipe off the loader because we finally got it fixed. Exhaust pipe's in town, getting a hole sorted, and we're gonna do a bit of pruning today. So I'm down in the southern patch, and I'll show you what I've got to do. Apologies for the wind noise, because it just started blowing and I want to talk in the camera. So today's job is to come down and get rid of all these little sucker trees. One, they're hiding the pigs, so there's a pig wallow here, and two, oh, there's a fox just in there. And two, I'm going to start prepping this patch from the southern end coming this way, and these trees have got to go. There's only 30 or 40. I've got one down here on the fence line I've got to remove like the last one, but yeah, we'll just chip away. I won't film any of this. You've seen me chainsawing before and it's very, very boring, but once we've got it done, we've got to go up here and there's a pine tree I've got to cut down to supply some firewood for a child. So I'll hook in and I'll come back in a minute, which will be like 20 minutes from me and 10 seconds for you. And the loader's back. Look at it, rusty in the sunshine. Loving it. Okay, let's have a look. So that's laid all the trees down, but what I do know is that there's a huge rock bar just here and it sort of migrates up through the hill. So I'm planning on getting this paddock done with a dozer and a stick rake, but at least now I can see what's in here. In terms of planting, we're only going to go up to about that level. We're not going to take the little steep slope at this stage. And the way these will work, if I walk this way, the cows are being noisy across the creek. Whew, not as young as I once was, I think. So you can see that this is full of these again. So I've got a little waterway just here, and I'm going to use the waterways as the divides on the paddock. So I've got one down the end, then one here back to the big creek, and then probably one big patch or split into two just over the rise. So the easiest thing to do is to start at that end and work this way, because this patch and the one over there are the problem children. So I'll go and whip this little one out here, give that one a little bit of a prune so I can get past it on the tractor, and then there's a pine tree up there somewhere that I saw the other day. I'm going to go and chop down, so I'll see you up there in a minute. Still an awful day, cold and grey and miserable. So this is the pine tree in question. It's very dead. We had a big drought through here a few years back, and it wiped out a lot of trees about this size. It's going to fall on my arse. So we were just down over there, and that's where I took the tree off the fence there. But this one here today is coming down. I've got another gum tree over there, but I can't get the car up to here at this stage, so I'm going to drop it and then probably chop it up into bits and take it down the hill. And the back fence line is about 30 feet up this way. You can see I've got another pine tree there and another one above it, and there's another one here. So I'm just going to keep working my way across the slope. The wind's not in my favour today, so the wind's coming from this way across this way. So not sure which way I'm going to drop this yet, but I'll put a new saw on the chain, a new saw on, I think it goes round and round, a new blade on the saw, and I think I'm probably going to drop it that way. Looking at it, magnificent tree when it was alive, but unfortunately it's very dead. If I put it straight up and down, well, it's straight, but it's actually leaning that way. Anyway, we'll get set up and we'll drop this on its bum and yeah, go from there. I might even drag it down the hill yet. I'll see how we go. Back soon. Alright, so this tree is going to drop that way. All goes according to plan, and I can find sometimes things don't go according to plan. So when I started coming in from this side, I noticed it was starting to bite down on the saw, and you should always have a plan B. My plan B was to go under that rock, or go that way, or under that rock. But this tree was leaning up the hill. All the weight was on the hillside, but it still went the other way, so you can never be too careful and always have an escape route. Let's chop it up. Okay, well, it didn't all go well. It's a nice bit of wood, it'll do the job. I'll cut it up. I might leave from about here onwards maybe for the big saw. The slash is still going around and around, which is good. And we'll just keep chipping away. It's getting warm, so we might stop a bit later. I might stop and do a bit again later. There's only one small problem. I've lost the chainsaw. So it's fallen out of the bucket somewhere. Hopefully I didn't run it over. That would be a little embarrassing. It's probably right up the top now, Milo. There it is. Not where it's supposed to be. Alright, now to walk back down the hill. Righto everybody, that's going to be it for today. There's not a lot of people who get a near miss like that, and I call it a near miss, but I'm not really worried about what was going on. It didn't go how it was supposed to go. So if you're not trained and professional like me, always have a plan B, which I did. But anyway, so let's have a look at what we got. We'll wrap it up and go home. So one tree, dead, standing upright, going rotten, has given me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, probably 2 ute loads. Some for a mate, some for our place, some for my daughter, and you can't actually tell it's gone. We are going to plant another 1,000 trees to replace this one, so we'll keep chipping away. I'm going to rethink the strategy for getting trees off the hill, but for now that'll do us. So I'll go put the loader away, I'll go get the car. Apparently my chainsaw's on fire, or it's smoking, or it's got something sitting on it. Anyway, righto, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Hopefully by the time we come back next time, we'll be starting to clear up this mess here. So we'll see how we go. See you later.